Red or Black is Ant Dec's worst show.
Detonate!
Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. Ant Dec are a hugely successful British presenting duo, but even the best can drop the ball sometimes, which is exactly what happened with 2011's Red or Black. The premise of the show is simple. 1,000 people will be asked to choose between Red or Black in a series of challenges. The losers are eliminated until there's only one person left, with the winner taking home £1 million.
We can't give £1 million to an idiot, that's what the lottery's for.
The first challenge is a motorbike stunt.
One red rider, one black rider, one wall. The riders must jump through a gap in the wall that gets smaller with each round.
The way the contestants have to make their choice is ridiculous.
Now the contestants have just minutes to make their decision and move to the red or black sections of the arena.
This is so inefficient, it's clearly just a way to pad out the show. It'd be much easier to give the contestants keypads to vote with. As with all the challenges, they aren't given any information about the riders, so it's purely a matter of luck. Despite that, some of them behave as if it's a real decision.
I ring my fiancé to get some advice on what to do.
What advice could he possibly give that would be helpful? In contrast, two guys have smartly decided to exploit the 50-50 nature of the game.
We met outside in the queue, both had a little chat and decided that £1 million is a lot of money. If we split it between the two of us, we go 50-50, we've got a better chance of winning.
The riding starts, and they both easily clear the first wall. Both riders clear the second round too. For round 3, the gap is closed to just 2 metres.
Now the bike itself is 1.2 metres high, which means there's not a lot of headroom.
Black does his attempt first. So if Red makes it through, they've won. On the way out, they do another interview with the guys who promised to split the money.
Haven't shaken hands yet.
I think I trust him. He seems like a nice guy.
But I suspect he's out there waiting for me somewhere.
I should have seen that coming, but it's really slimy. Only 294 people made it through the first round. That's really surprising. You'd expect it to be closer to a 50-50 split. The decision went the other way online though.
64% of people playing at home went red and made the right choice in the first game.
That's very good.
Well done.
For the first round, the contestants had a choice. For round 2, it's entirely a matter of luck.
Their next choice is to pick a fortune cookie, hoping to find a lucky ticket inside.
This allows the producers to control exactly how many people make it through the round. In this case, 128. It also prevents people working together, like the two guys we saw interviewed. For round 3, the contestants travel out to Battersea Power Station. This was before the redevelopment, so it was just an abandoned building.
One bungee rope, one gigantic crane.
And one man willing to risk his life for the contestants, TV legend, The Hoff.
David Hasselhoff will do literally anything if it's on TV. By the way, if you haven't seen it, check out my video about his Nick Fury movie. Ant Dec then explain how this round will work.
6 detonators. 3 are red and 3 are black.
5 of those detonators are duds. They will do nothing.
The one live detonator will send the bungee flying up. Contestants have to guess if the live detonator is red or black. Firstly, that's not a detonator, it's just a trigger. It's only a detonator if it's detonating explosives. Secondly, the bungee is completely irrelevant. They could have just as easily had one of the triggers turn a light on. It's an excuse to bring on the Hoff, and the idea is probably to add some visual interest, but it really doesn't. Another lady calls for outside help, and this time she explains why.
My son Ross is psychic, and he said black, so that's what I've gone for.
It'll be interesting to see what excuse she comes up with if it goes red. In the midst of this silly little game show, we get a sudden shift in tone.
I managed to get myself into a lot of debt. It's either pay your rent or you buy food.
This is obviously really sad, but it's not what you want from a show like this. I also think it's really irresponsible to encourage gambling for someone in a vulnerable position like that. They then reveal that they're going for a world record.
World record for a reverse bungee currently stands at 54.25 metres. We're about to fire the Hoff over 70 metres.
To push the triggers, they bring out Louis Wash. Louis pushes 2 duds before hitting the live trigger.
Detonate! Oh, God.
As the winning side celebrates, Ant Dec ask what they'll spend the money on.
Bust reduction.
I'm hiding them at the moment.
Are you?
Well, I can see them.
They're not that well hidden.
I love this bit, they all seem to be having a genuinely good time. I wish there was more of that. The next round involves each contestant choosing a jack in a box.
All you have to do is pick a box and hope the colour of your jack matches the colour of the big jack in this box.
Each contestant turns the handle to open their box.
Never got to see a box though.
For some reason, the big jack doesn't open in the traditional way. It's just lazy prop design. If you're going to have a Jack in a Box, do it properly. Annoyingly, the lady with the psychic son won again, so she's clinging on to her belief.
Your boy's brilliant, isn't he?
He is.
This time, the contestants didn't pick their colour. The fact that he predicted she'd win didn't help her win at all. The guy who offered to share the money has also been knocked out.
I'm not sharing the million with anyone now, so I have to take some good out of this bad situation, and I guess I'm kind of off the hook.
For the next round, there are 32 cars, 16 red and 16 black. Only one car colour will be able to start, and the contestants choose which to get into. One girl has become my favourite contestant after revealing what she'd do with the money.
If I win £1 million, I will do a movie starring me, and I'm gonna direct it as well.
Directing a film is exactly what I'd do if I won a lot of money. I was so relieved when she got through the round.
Rock on!
They also drop in another random moment of sadness.
My hopes were to... sorry, just to change my life a bit, finally. Got to be here.
We're now on to the final round.
16 boxes. 8 red, 8 black.
Our independent adjudicator has determined an order.
The contestants are called up and asked to choose red or black. We still haven't been given any more information.
Oh, what's in the box?
Finally, they explain what's happening.
Half the boxes are empty.
Red, black.
The other half hold keys to the motorbikes and a chance to spin for £1 million.
Where did the motorbikes come from? They should have been mentioned in the setup. They also don't seem to have any relevance. I don't think the contestants get to keep the bikes, so they could have just put the ticket to the final in the box. The final 8 go through to the live show. The filmmaker lady is among them, which I'm really happy about. The lady with the psychic son got knocked out. She was the last to pick a box, which means the choice was made for her. That means she never made the wrong decision, so she can go on thinking he's psychic. Each of the 8 contestants does a video talking about their financial situation and what they do with the money. And honestly, none of them are particularly interesting, so I'm not going to bother showing them. £1 million would change anyone's life. We don't need to hear that 8 times. Next up is a performance by Leona Lewis. The backing dancers each have a briefcase with either red or black lining.
Briefcase wanker.
The cases will be shuffled during her performance, and in the end she'll choose one. The song is called Collide, and it's really dull. There's then a drawn-out process where the final 8 gets red or black.
How are you going to play this one, red or black?
Red.
Go on, red. Red for Nathan. Good luck.
The next round will cut the final 4 down to just 2.
1 archer firing 20 arrows. 10 red, 10 black. 1 blindfolded catcher.
The question is whether the catcher will catch more red or black arrows. The arrow catching itself is actually really impressive.
Oh, good catch. That's 1.
The catcher managed to catch 3 of each colour, making the whole round pointless. As a tiebreak, he has to pull an arrow from a block.
One has a red tip and the other has a black tip.
Whichever colour he pulls out goes through to the final.
It's black!
The final 2 contestants are asked what they'd use the £1 million for. Angel repeats her answer about making a movie.
I want to do the movie.
You want to make a movie?
Yeah, already I've done the script. It's about a female boxer. It's partly the true story, partly it's fiction, but...
She's definitely still my favourite. It's so hard to get a movie made. Anything that helps someone do that is good. The other contestant is Nathan. His answers are a lot more generic.
I won the $1 million. I'd like to give my mum a good retirement, give my lovely little niece, my Shay, the best opportunity.
The final round to determine the winner is the wheel. The dial has been divided into 8 numbered segments. Behind each segment is a colour, red or black, that's been randomly assigned by a computer. Each contestant has a colour. They take it in turns to pick a number. The winner is the first contestant to have all 4 segments of their colour on the board. Nathan gets the choice of colour, and he picks red. He also has the first choice of number, and picks number 4.
Is number 4 red or black?
Angel chooses number 1.
Is number 1 red or black?
It's a bad start for Angel. Colours count no matter who draws them, so that's 2 to Nathan. Nathan and Angel then choose a black each, bringing them to a draw. On the next pass, they each choose red, sending Nathan to the final. The final round is a giant roulette wheel.
Red or black?
Red.
So Nathan walks away with £1 million, and that's red or black. It's such a dull show. The fun of game shows is that you can join in answering the questions, or laugh at their answers. Being just 50-50 completely loses that. You try a lot of gimmicks to hold your interest, but none of them really work. Also, as I mentioned earlier, the show presents gambling as a solution to financial problems, which is really dangerous. Overall, it's definitely not one I recommend. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. If there's anything that you'd like me to make a video on, then let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, I'll see you next time.